All right, guys. Before I get to the last topic, be sure to like the video. Like, it don't cost you nothing. Oh man. So before I get to this, Stephen A. Smith apparently a couple of weeks ago was on Pod Save America, and Pod Save Bros. They was discovered since I think the Obama years. They came to prominence. I think that they are a tool of the Democratic Party. Like you got some other people too that spew Democratic propaganda from time to time. Um, not everybody. Even them, like even they saying that. Well, I'm gonna get to that at the end. But Stephen A. Smith told the truth here, man. I had to give Stephen A. his credit and credit due. Um, you know, I don't really like Stephen A. Smith. I think when it comes to talking about black folks, like the black athletes, when they mess up and screw up, he's always aggressive. He said he always say put the camera on me and all that shit. But when it comes to the white athletes, he more soft tone, more mellow. Well, Tom Brady, he didn't mean to do it. It was a mistake. But black guy does something, it could be like semi minor, like it's all guns blazing. So the hypocrisy. But anyway, but here, he kept it 100. So I'm finna play the clip. It ain't gonna be long. Then I got a couple of tweets to show y'all. Some dummies didn't like what he said. They didn't like what he said. So, all right, here we go.
His message is burn it all down, and he somehow gets a pass for having been in charge for 4 years when all the problems he's complaining about now still existed. But Democrats were boring. We're the NBA skills competition where Wemby's cheating, while Trump is the USA-Canada hockey game where there's 3 fights in 10 seconds and you can't look away. And like I don't know how to compete with that. We don't have a leader who can compete with that. We don't have a party that can compete with that. We don't have a message that can compete with that.
But tell why. You can't compete with that, and you don't have that. I'm not talking about you specifically, of course.
I know.
About the Democratic Party. You don't know that, and you can't compete with that for the biggest reason of all. Because y'all are too busy trying to pick candidates for the American people instead of listening to the American people.
I wish he said, though, he's right. He's right. Yeah, like we know that, Democrat Party pick a candidate. They don't let the people decide. But also, too, the donors tell the DNC what to pick, too. Like, they give them probably a few picks, I like these highly, sophisticated picks, Like, I wish he'd say that, too. But, you ain't, Stephen A. Smith, more of a sports commentator. Like, he really probably, don't, like, maybe he don't understand the crooks of the corruption. But, yeah, like the Democrats say, hey, we could be in back rooms, man. We can, like the DNC lawsuit back in 2017, like, hey, we can pick out any people we can. So yeah, this is why Bernie Sanders, for example, a good example, like he should have never ran through the Democratic Party. He should have ran as an independent. Or, once they cheated him, say, you know what, I'm going to run as an independent and try to win and fuck up y'all momentum. Or whatever, like that's what he should have did. But yeah, like it's true.
People tell you who they want. The last Democrat that the American people told you they wanted was Barack Obama. Hillary Clinton, it's her turn. Bernie Sanders had momentum. It's Hillary's turn. Joe Biden captured momentum because Representative Clyburn got involved in South Carolina, saved his behind, but it's really, really his turn. Okay? He has no business running for re-election, but everybody went for it, knowing he was supposed to be transitional. He's going to be 81 years of age. Then you sit up there. He doesn't have a primary. Then he goes on the debate stage, embarrasses himself. Then y'all still let him take 3 damn weeks to walk away instead of getting the hell out there immediately so you can see if there's somebody other than Kamala Harris who could be the Democratic nominee. Then she gets the nomination, and everybody wants to act like she's the rock star all of y'all wanted all along. Oh, my God, let's throw up our hands and just say, hey, she is the one, when you know good and damn well that wasn't the truth. Meanwhile, Trump has been around since 2015. They had Christie, they had Kasich, they had
yeah, no, like he broke it down to a T. Like that's what the Democrats do. Hey, no, They wanted Hillary Clinton. They want Bernie Sanders, even though Bernie Sanders, um, in 2020 for a good example, like he won New Hampshire, won Iowa, he won Nevada. There was another state he won too, but he won 3 states, and then all of a sudden, um, Jim Clyburn and a few other lackeys or tokens, as you could say, made phone calls and manipulated shit just to get 81-year-old Joe Biden, who was in cognitive decline then, like I hate when people act like the man wasn't in cognitive decline all the time. He was. Even on the campaign trail, I remember he couldn't even get the preamble to the Constitution right, like shit like that, like you supposed to be a government official, bro. Like you don't even know it. Um, um. So the Democrats don't care nothing about their voters, and I think now a lot of liberals, hopefully, like I'm not, no, I don't really like liberals. Like some of them, like they said some of the most violent shit to my comrades over the years and all that stuff. But I think some of them are waking up finally to reality. Like, hey, like these motherfuckers are feckless. Like we talk, like us, the radicals, y'all call us, the extremists. Um, like we told y'all they was feckless. Like we told you, but hey, you know, if you're not controversial, hey, come over to our side. But all right, back to Stephen A. Smith, man.
Was it Fiorini? I believe her name is.
Yep. Carly
You
Fiorina.
had later on, you had DeSantis, you had Nikki Haley, you had Ramaswamy, you had all of these people. It didn't matter. We went through lawfare and all this stuff. It didn't matter. They looked the public in the face and they said, "We want him. We don't care what y'all want," and forced the Republican Party to capitulate to the demands of their constituency. That's what they did. The Democrats somehow, some way, have gotten away with ignoring the constituency and compelling the constituency to capitulate to what they want as a party. And that is the problem. And that's why I said it all needs to go. Some of those candidates need to go. The pundits, the strategists, they need to go. Whoever was involved with the latest election, from a strategy standpoint, every one of them should be fired. Every one of them.
Clear house. I think Joe Biden running for re-election.
Hey, but you know what? I would say this: Stephen A. did vote for Kamala Harris, so I had to put that out there. But yeah, again, it's like, I really believe that if the Democrats really wanted to win, like I really believe this deep in my heart. Like I ask people on either online or when I do a live stream, ask why she lost. Everybody gave their different answers on why she lost. Like, it's kind of a mixed bag of everything. But I believe if they actually did a primary and ran somebody else, I believe that they'll have a better chance of winning. Now, not guaranteed they'll win now. Like Trump won every swing state. Like the reason why he won Michigan was because of the genocide in Gaza. Like the Democrats don't, like the Democrats are the fucking neocon warhawks now. They are the genocidal maniacs now. Like 20 years ago, you'll say the Republican Party was. Like it's just crazy how the Republican. Now you got Trump out here want peace with Ukraine and Russia, while you got Bernie Sanders being on the side of fucking Dick and Liz Cheney. Like this is wild. Like I never in a million years have thought this. Like wow. But hey, the tables have turned. Kamala was a feckless, weak candidate. She wasn't consistent on policies. She couldn't give a good answer. Like I should have known she was gonna lose. Like I should have known. Like when she was on 60 Minutes, on like when the interviews came on YouTube, like the comments were negative, most of them. Like like Democrats don't want to win, bro. Like end of the day, you could change the strategists, you could change the candidates, man, but like Hakeem Jeffries like said himself, like, hey, they got leverage, man. What can I do? I can't do shit. He basically just said the cat out of the bag at this point. So yeah, um, so yeah, man. Like, I mean, I'm not surprised, but yeah. Let me continue.
Was a catastrophic mistake. We will not recover from it for a long time, and I completely agree with you there. But I mean, I want your thoughts on this. Donald Trump is using sports in a really smart way politically. I think he went to college football games and UFC fights during the campaign. He went to the Super Bowl. He did a loop around the track of the Daytona 500 in his limo over the weekend. It feels like he's creating a bond with these audiences that Democrats don't have. And how do you think Democrats can be a part of that conversation? I can't think of anyone who would go to a game like except for Barack Obama going to NBA games because he genuinely loved the sport. But like, who else?
This is why I'm a candidate. I don't want to be, and that's why I am one. Because you see, I wouldn't go to the Daytona 500, but I'd have been at the Super Bowl. I'd have been at the hockey All-Star game. I'd have been at NBA All-Star weekend. I'd be at the World Series. I'd be at All-Star weekend for baseball. I mean, the list goes. I'd be at a boxing match. I'd be at a UFC match, et cetera, et cetera. The point is, you're a politician. You're supposed to be able to do what the people want you to do as a politician. See, this is just.
Hey, like this, it's true. Like that's true. Like, I mean, what can I say there? Oh God, man. Hey, wow. Stephen A. Snitch gets it, man. Oh God. Like, yeah, like that's true. Like, hey, Donald Trump pretended to be populist, like, in his first term. Second term, kind of more culture war shit, like, but like people want you to like the Democrats fail to like understand American people's problems. And I think, Trump, by pretending to be not establishment, I think that's the reason why his base is still prevalent to this day, even though he botched COVID. And also too, I hate people to say this, like Biden, like nobody was not enthusiastic to vote for Biden in 2020. Like, come on. Like, the reason why he won is because Trump botched COVID. Like he disbanded the pandemic response team that Barack Obama had the year before COVID started in the United States, which is wild. Yeah, like it also too, like people forgot that COVID happened a lot. Like people have, well, a lot of people stayed home during the election. I don't think people necessarily voted for Trump. The people that voted for Trump, well, the people that are gonna vote for him anyway. Democrats needed the Muslim vote. They lost that. They lost the black vote because Kamala Harris, she's not black American, and also too, she don't have a black agenda. And yeah, man, yeah, like this, that's true though. Like I can't deny that. A few more minutes, guys.
You're giving me damning evidence I didn't even think about. I didn't think about it until you brought it up. I'm going like this. Wait a minute. Aren't they politicians? Isn't it their job to recognize and notice what their constituency finds appealing and cater to that?
But let me tell you, if Obama went to the Super Bowl, Fox News would be like, how dare he? This cost $10 million. He put Secret Service there. Like, they would go after him.
No, that doesn't work. Here's why.
You don't think so?
Because Obama's not looking for their vote.
Is it like, first of all, who cares what Fox News say about you? Like, who cares about, like, all press is good press. Like people gotta understand, like, yeah, they made a big deal out of Obama wearing a tan suit. Like, who fucking cares, bro? Like, that's the problem. Like, uh, like, like the friend of the show, Mickey Dilla said, like, it's a game. Like, they need Obama going to the Super Bowl and wearing a tan suit because it brings them coverage. That gives them something to talk about. Same with Trump, He gives MSDNC something to talk about. Like, they need each other. See what I'm saying? that's what that's about. Like, but yeah, let me continue, man.
He knows he's not getting it. You're talking about the other side and the independents. And the independents wants, here's what the independents wants, because I'm a registered independent. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a registered,
I hate when people say they are registered independent. Like, when I think of independent, I think of voting third party. But he's talking about, like, hey, which side probably caters more to my situation, then I vote for them, but I'm not a supporter of them. Like, yeah, like, I'll say those flip-flop voters. I don't know why people don't go with my logic. Well, I would be surprised somebody use my rhetoric say that one day. Flip-flop voters. Like, that's why I call them. Like, they still in the two-party system, but they, all right.
vote for Republican in a heartbeat. I might not have voted for Trump, but I'm not averse to all conservative policies. I have some conservative policies I support. I have a lot of liberal policies I support. But let me
you don't like tax.
Yeah, like he's a centrist. Should have said that earlier too.
Say what?
You don't like taxes.
That's right. I don't like high taxes. I don't like high taxes. I don't like open borders. I don't like open borders. I think that those kind of things affect.
I'm gonna end it there. Oh, Stephen A, man, you had me for a second, then he on that open border shit again, bro. Listen, man, ain't no open borders, bro. What are you talking about? Like, okay, I'm just gonna end it there. I'm not gonna let that last part ruin the whole video. He said it was true. Like, the Democrats don't listen to their voters, man. Now I'm finna get to Twitter. I don't usually be on Twitter because it's toxic as fuck. But I saw a couple of tweets. Let me click on this one right quick. Yeah. Let me see. This one right here. It says, this is from Mike Levetz. It says 2020 was he said, Clint Kuberstein said initially, he said, Stephen A tells an important truth. Democratic Party leadership shoves shitty presidential nominees down voters' throat because they hate primaries. And I ain't gonna read all that shit. But yeah, and Eric Levetz, was probably a Democrat operative himself, says 2020 was an open primary in which most of the Democratic leadership and donor class spurned Joe Biden. Cap. Not only Democratic voters constantly prefer him in national polls and then deliver him in a landslide victory in South Carolina, which led other moderate candidates to consolidate behind him. Well, Eric, you're full of shit, my guy. Joe Biden would not won if, like Stephen A. Smith said, if old dude in South Carolina would have fucking interfered. And Barack Obama interfered too as well. People forget about that. Like Joe Biden was DOA. He got revived by those kooks. So, and second of all, like, y'all act like South Carolina is a blue state. Like in a general election, South Carolina always go to the Republican. Like, come on, man. Like, he had like, oh, he started winning South Carolina, and then then the domino effect, man. Like Democrats don't like primaries. Like they said in the lawsuit, they basically said they don't like primaries. They pick somebody. They pick somebody that they want, that they donors want. That's what it is. So do what the donors say. They don't give a fuck about the Democratic voter. Oh, jeez. And then go up here. Shout out to Case Study QB. Case Study QB always got the fucking receipts. Should I make this bigger? Case Study QB. It says James Carville responds to Stephen A. Smith saying Democrats don't have a bench. He doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Oh God. I'm gonna play it. It plays automatically, which I hate. But I'm gonna make it bigger and play it. Here we go.
When it comes to sports, I find him to be really insightful. When it comes to politics, he don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. He's on that running his goddamn mouth about how he may have to run as a Democrat because there's nothing left of the Democratic Party. There's no talent. Stephen A., are you shitting me? I mean, you say you're friends with Wes Moore, and you say you're friends with Josh Shapiro. I'm friends with both of them. I think they're really extraordinary, talented people. I got news for you, dude. That's 6 or 7 other people in the Democratic Party that are just that talented. So before you start running your fucking mouth off about politics, a topic of which you really don't know anything about, you ought to sit back and think about it and call some people and run it by him. But when it comes to sports, I find him to be really insightful. When it comes to politics, he don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. He's on that running his goddamn.
Like you don't know shit either, man. Like yo, Slate Queen Kamala Laws, bro. You thought she was gonna win. I know you thought she was gonna win, but she didn't. So you don't know shit either. Like that just like he got. I don't know what he got in his hand, like a beer or something. Like man, you need to put that beer down, bro. Like you must have had one too many of them motherfuckers. Holy shit. Like, damn, this man lost his mind. Like, he don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Oh, and then he got that LSU paraphernalia on, man. Take that shit off, man. Roll Tide in this mother. But anyway.
Mouth about how he may have to run as a Democrat because there's nothing left of the Democratic Party. There's no talent. Stephen A., are you shitting me? I mean, you say you're friends with Wes Moore, and you say you're friends with Josh Shapiro. I'm friends with...
What, 2 Zionists? Like Wes Moore is a Zionist, a black Zionist, and Bishop Josh Shapiro is a Zionist. So, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like two corporate Zionist motherfuckers. Like, wow, they got talent because, especially Josh Shapiro. They say he sound like Barack Obama. I never even heard that much. Yeah, I heard him talk. He sure do sound like Barack. He tried to copy off Barack Obama a little bit. So yeah, like that's all y'all got. 2 kooks, Wes Moore and Josh Shapiro. Jesus. Yeah, y'all want to lose, bro. Like, yeah, the Democrats want to lose. They want to lose. Like, this guy bringing these 2 names up out of his little brain of his. Like, yeah. Sorry about that. All right.
Both of them, I think they're really extraordinary, talented people. I got news for you, dude. That's 6 or 7 other people in the Democratic Party that are just that talented. So before you start running your fucking mouth off about politics, a topic of which you really don't know anything about, you ought to sit back and think about it and call some people and run it by him. But when it comes to sports, I find him to be really insightful. When it comes to politics, he don't know his ass from a hole.
So yeah, man, like this guy bullshitting, full of shit.